Sebelum kalian menonton video ini, pastikan sudah mensubscribe channel ini. Jika belum, kalian tekan dulu tombol merah yang ada tulisan subscribe. Selanjutnya, kalian tekan tombol lonceng agar tahu video baru menarik lainnya. Terima kasih, selamat menonton.
In the pits, the bike is ready and the rider is about to take to the track. The director offering up shots inside the pit where the team is waiting for its rider to return. Good morning and welcome to the Mandalika circuit. We are live at the Indonesian Grand Prix, one of the most exotic locations in the entire season. In a few moments we'll move to the main straight to watch the start of the race. We're on the starting grid where the lights will soon go out to start the race. The sky is overcast and temperatures are pretty low, so many teams have fitted soft tyres to both the front and rear to allow riders to bring them up to temperature more easily. With the sighting lap safely negotiated, the lights will go out in a few seconds and the Indonesian Grand Prix will get underway.
qualification, it means that he's on pole. This man, his teammate Jorge Lorenzo, starts on the front row. Third season for him, third set of tyres as well. Dunlops in 250s, then Michelin's of course last year. He's on Bridgestones this time by. Maybe he'll be able to do something a bit special. Thanks for the drink, fella. Let's hope we don't get any more moisture on the lens today. Certainly the clouds seem to be behaving themselves, although we had an enormous burst when it came to the warm-up. Valentino Rossi put in, I think, 2 laps and basically said, forget it. Finished down in 13th place in the warm-up today. There's Chris Vermeulen. Said he didn't. Well, he was one of the ones who didn't want a control tyre, but he seems to be settling into it rather nicely, picking up the Bridgestones. And well, the boys from Bournemouth, the Suzuki crew, the Rizzler boys, they have done a great job. He leads off row 2. It's Valentino Rossi on pole, Casey Stoner next to him. Jorge Lorenzo, that makes up row 1. Vermeulen, it is, that heads off 2 with Colin Edwards, who was, I think, praying for rain alongside him, and Capirossi there as well. So 2 Rizzlers on the second row, and no doubt about the focus, as ever, it has to be Valentino.
Well, he's still coming back. You know, he had this really bad accident. You know, he's still got this skin graft. You know, that's not really helping him. But you know, Pedrosa, he's not everyone's favourite, but he's a superb rider, and I think that he just needs a little bit more time to come back and just get fit again and get confidence. It also seems like they've lost their way a little bit with that bike, and I know that Dovizioso's not happy with it at the moment, and neither's Pedrosa.
Well, if Pedrosa's having troubles, so is Nicky Hayden. Did such great work for Honda, of course. Picked up a championship, and then all of a sudden goes to a rather twitchy Ducati, which he hasn't quite mastered yet. He's certainly not settled in. 12th in Qatar. 6th quickest in the wets. I think he would probably have preferred it to be a bit damper. It's not happening for him. He is the last man on row 4. Yuki Takahashi, third, it's a big Japanese hope, I suppose, the rookie. He's had some good runs in 250s. Third youngest 250 podium at the age of 18 here. Mike Halewood and Marco Melandri, the only ones to have done something better at a younger age. He's next to Seti Gibernau on row 5. Last ever race finish before 2009 was 4th here in 2006. He's had a bit of a hiatus, Seti Gibernau, but it's great to have him back, and well, maybe doing some good things on the Ducati. Let's see. He is good in the wet, but it's dry today. What's he got for us left in the tanks?
Big question. I mean, you've got to say he's certainly you know, him and Rossi were at loggerheads that time. Rossi's vowed that he'd never let him win a race again, and probably did, and in a way he exploded his head a bit, I felt. And he's come back though, and you know, it's great to see him back, and it's his best qualifying so far this year, so it'll be interesting to see whether he can kind of capitalise on it.
Alex De Angelis, another rider who's been around a bit, 150th start. Both he and Danny Pedrosa got together in Qatar, you may remember, and I think it was probably Alex De Angelis' fault. There you go. He's on a customer Honda, the man from San Marino. We'll see how he runs. They've clearly got some friends here. Randy De Prunier it is that is leading off row 6 on the Playboy machine. Maybe that was the Playboy. It was hanging there. Second here in 2007 on board a Kawasaki. That deal's kind of all fell to bits for most of the Kawasaki riders, save for Marco Melandri, who is the sole representative of the green machine, although it's black and badged up as Hayati these days. Randy De Prunier on a customer Honda. Next to him is Mika Kallio, the young Finn, as the M-Power BMW heads off to just check the track. Yeah, had a crash in free, Mika Kallio, and we thought he damaged his ankle, but says he's okay, the Finn. It was a bit of a nasty one potentially, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. Tyre was a little bit cold. They have to watch the left-hand side of the tyre here. Here is Mika Kallio on the early laps, and he just came in, little left-hander, just peeled in, and the back end just broke away, high-sided him, and knocked him about a bit. But you know, he's a tough rider. They've got to be, and you know, he'll get it back on it, and I hope for a good result.
Super sunny conditions. They've even got the heat shield on the tank. Who'd have thought that? Fake tank, of course. And next to him, Nico Canepa. These boys stuck at the back for the Pramac outfit. Canepa, the only rider with no prior experience of this course, he said he brought his PlayStation along to see if he could get it in his head.
Take a look at the final classification of this race. The riders are enjoying a well-deserved lap of honour, and we'll soon be joining them in Parc Fermé for the usual post-race interviews.